my name is Mandy and I'm the owner of Funding for Good, and we decided to do a series based on a lot of requests that we've been getting lately on how to increase our donor base. We're going to have 20 days of increasing your donor base tips that you can implement right away and start working on. So today we're doing day 1, and I want to encourage all of you that maybe don't have one in place to get a plan for how you want to grow your donors for the year. If you are an organization that has a fiscal year that's starting over in July, this is going to be relevant to you right now. And if you're an organization that has a fiscal year that starts over in January, then you're going to have an opportunity to make a plan that you will implement next year. I know there's a couple of other cycles that people have for their fiscal year beginning and end dates, but we're going to work with those two for right now. And I want you to think about several different things that you're going to have to plan for. One is going to be, how much do you want to increase your donor base by? How much do those donors need to equate to in dollars? And are there categories that you're going to be working with specifically? For example, if you have what you call major donors, what is that level for you? When I worked at the YMCA, it was 1,000 and over. So we had a category called CRTs, that was Chairman's Roundtable. Anybody that gave $1,000 or more was put into that category. So when I was there working on the development plan, part of it was to increase the donor base, and part of that goal specifically was to increase CRT donors by either a certain percentage or a certain number or a certain dollar amount, because technically if someone gave $1,000 they were a CRT donor, but if they gave $3,500 they were also a CRT. So if you have your goal in dollars, then as you increase your donors you can figure out, okay, this person gave more so now I need fewer donors, or this person gave towards the lower end of my spectrum, so I'm still on the right path. And hopefully you're analyzing your metrics on a monthly basis at least, so you can kind of see where you are with your projected goals for the year. So think about, where do you want to be, how do you need to get there, and what are you measuring? Maybe you need to figure out what is your average donor gift. Okay, once you figure out your average donor gift, then you know the base you're working with. Let's say you need to raise $35,000 and your average donor gift is $500. Well, then you need 70 new donors in the next fiscal year to reach that goal. Maybe you have a major donor goal, maybe you have a new donor goal, maybe you have donors that you're acquiring through direct mail and you have a goal for that. So there can be a lot of different things, but I encourage you to sit down and figure out what is your actual dollar goal, and then what is the breakdown of that, so then you can create a plan and a strategy specifically around your organization goals. Not just, we want to increase donors, everybody wants to increase donors. And so we're going to talk about strategies for the next 20 days that are going to help you do that. But the very first piece that I encourage you to sit down and figure out is, what is your plan? And so we're going to sit down and talk for the next 20 days, 20 business days, about what those strategies are going to be once you have your plan in place of, we want to increase this category by this many, we want to increase our overall by this many, we want to increase donors that are giving in this price or in this giving level by this many, and then we can come up with strategies to accomplish each one of those areas. So check back in with us tomorrow. We're going to have another video posted, and hopefully after you see all 20 days you're going to have wonderful ideas that you can implement right away, and all of you can go and start working on your plans. The first time I put a plan together for an organization, once I knew what our goals were, it only took me about a day or two to figure out what my strategies were and start implementing some of them to accomplish those goals. And once you have your plan in place, then you have things that are measurable and much easier to achieve. So I'll check back in with you tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.